If also I want you to enlighten our people. You know, because we talk about a lot of things. We look into the electoral process.
Yes.
So, can you enlighten our people what it implies? The electoral process, you know, can they buy what I feel the electoral process? Because I'm not say they want election.
Yes.
And they want a process.
I want vacancy, just like a person more representative. Okay. Probably the person died or now resigned. Maybe, for example, if you're a senator or House of Reps, okay, you were resign, yeah, I were minister, just like HBM1 State, the former governor.
Oh my.
Well, Obo in the Senate, I were appointed as a minister, so we will go vacuum. INEC will now, after some time, new guideline for the how we feel that vacancy, because I didn't in governance, I didn't more vacancy.
Yes.
If somebody even want to get a neighbor House of Reps member, I get my election, I get more get replaced. We're not talking guy, you know, a person, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So INEC announces that near timeline and guidelines for the elections. The parties they just maybe they are what release here to fight in the form for the form. They are about to or whatever you use direct or indirect primaries. When may choose because this party hope to for you. Ufo nya fa go take fa ga kwado mafa actually we mo fa actually we ka bo for this so na Monday bo full party obuno party 15 na so average up to for in case of a rep member on obuno something like governorship entails joint ticket we talk about the president joint ticket the governor and the deputy governorship candidate but one in that instance nomination we talk about the president. That is in this case the judicial candidate of any party. Let me say party A or party B. For there to be a valid nomination, you must have a running mate. That is deputy, that's vice presidential running mate to the person that is contesting the members. Okay. So when that's the party will after that they have met their criteria, the national chairman of the party and the secretary will now sign for them to submit to INEC. INEC at last will release names of people that are contesting their particulars, and also sometimes like they used to say, cholo kenyi olu abia na nya akwụkwọ ndị na akwụkwọ party gị na go if to ndị anyị atụnyere gị na ga akwụkwọ because you start looking at antecedents and background of people. Sometimes somebody might have a challenge because we have seen in past man yes. We saw in the case of Umar Musa, yes, may so rest the perfect peace. He was one of the best we had as a president, but Chineke Napoleon were or Jewish. So if I didn't have so in this case party nominated here, INEC worked at the finalist. They placed here the particulars of each candidate
for people to see.
Yes. In the case of president, vice president, they nominate Emmanuel. In the case of governorship and election, they worked at the governorship candidates of each political party with their running mate. That is the deputy governorship candidates, each political party. Obono House of Assembly, like a make to House of Reps, Senate. So in this case of Anambra, INEC hope to go the particulars of every one, and yes, you hope that on time for you as a candidate, a fellow candidate or a citizen to raise concern. For example, no young health issue, no young educational background, no young maybe probably is an ex-convict.
Okay.
Yes. So this open in this situation, it's now left for election now go on.
Okay. But what I'm looking at now, and even I will forget that. You know. We're talking about the People's Parliament because the yes. people will look at you.
Yes.
Oputaluna, because we have seen some cases, especially that of Bayelsa the other time.
Yes.
AG Makana, the deputy governor, were forged with his certificate.
And with discrepancy, yes.
And with discrepancy in his certificate. And that was why AG went on the fire tickets. Nyana,
the
governorship. Even when they have won that election, now prepares for swearing in within 24 hours.
Oh, you can go.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever nature. Now, the courts nullified it.
Yes.
Now, left for me, the conspiracy theory, left for me. Because in the first instance, the party nominated Onya. In the process of that nomination, Ominina, the party did not go through his credentials. Or because some of them are Ibo, no one look up Anabana Academy School and check here. Makesi Nigu University never did to it. Your record should be there. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we see a situation whereby at that point, political party will try to protect their interest. I say, no one has a problem. I say, no one has a problem. At the end of the day, bonite. Now, we are talking about the credibility of the electoral process. So, in this kind of scenario, what do we do to make sure now? Because sometimes it's just like in this part of the world, they find them. When you go to the developed countries, you don't see that kind of a thing. It's in Ego University Ego, the open. Do you understand? For records purposes. It's in so school. It is there. So we are talking about people looking at who they wanted to vote.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. In a situation, MSC, I will find there no nya never us in Ogo, more us in Obre. What do you think?
If you put Banya, man, if I matter of law, before the election were there, just like Anambra election now.
Yes.
November 8th. In Ayana, some parties in the primaries deem themselves or they are aggrieved.
Okay.
Maybe probably they exclude you some of the delegates supposed to the election.
Okay.
Just like in the APC primaries in Anambra State, we had our brother Valentine Ezugbo going to the court.
Paul
Chukwuma had to leave the party 24 hours or 48 hours before the primaries, and he joined another party. Val, in his own right as a person and as a candidate, he felt aggrieved, so he had to approach the court. In the issue of certificates, sometimes the parties can do that. Maybe probably they felt that the best candidate among the persons in our zone, he won that election.
Is that the reason why they should accept it for?
I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
At that moment, that issue is the up. I'm a man.
Okay.
We have seen situations where of people with first certificate that were former House of Reps member at this country, Salisu Buhari. He was sacked. He used the electoral certificate. We had the issue where he married a certificate. So this is the law frowns at Imago. You have fortune. If you have you claim one of him. The political parties need now go on Facebook. And they can depending on what type. Before his election, House of Assembly, House of Reps, governorship, the other criteria. For example, for you to be a House of Assembly member, you must be 30 years. For House of Reps, you must be fourth governor.
But can reduce this again?
Yes, that is that.
Not too young to go to run.
That's what I'm saying. Our qualification, our age qualification, our credentials. Yes, your CV, but the basic is that is school start.
Yes.
Some that, but to Nigeria now, you are not supposed to be looking at people this certain way because you have to advance. Because
opportunities.
Not just opportunities. Only the more learned, there are more opportunities of bettering the welfare of non-achievable Nigerians.
Are you sure?
Yes. You can't bring somebody on a level of pedestal on the drop out the primary 3.
Okay.
He can't manage Nigeria. Nigeria no one basic things but just like in diplomacy or politics, regional politics, maybe when you go for ECOWAS meeting and then negotiations, then some concessions, you have to
don't wear hesitation.
You concede, you all you need the intellectual reasoning.
Okay.
Yes.